Okay, welcome back to the second episode of Every Minor Nation A to Z. Today we're going to be playing Albania. I know, I'm so excited. So let's try and not die, or get bored, or die and get bored, because basically that's going to be this entire campaign. I have no idea why you're here, or why you want to play Albania, but you're here, and for some reason you want to play Albania, so I guess we shall begin. So, you have to first assign your army, do your stuff and things, and then you gotta put yourself a field marshal, but you're not gonna get a general because that wastes political power, and we need all the political power we can get. We're gonna go political effort. We're going to build forts all along the Yugoslav border for future consideration. You know what, let's just build one string first and see where that gets us. Then let's get the better guns, because better guns are always better. And I'm hitting enter to just enter that so I don't have to hit the button. And let's get electronic. Ethos, and now we've done nationalism focus. Now at this point in the game, you have a few options. Well, actually, you know what, you only have two. You can go down militarism, which is okay, gives you army XP and critical pop, and you get some volunteer forces, but it's not as important at this time. What you really want to be doing is going down industrial effort, and going down armament effort so you can start building guns, because as I said in the last episode, the sooner you start building guns, the more guns you have in the long run. Manpower comes in faster than guns come in. Anyways, industrial effort. While you were gone, we finished the better guns, so now we're researching engineer companies for a little bit more defense on our units. And we finished electronic mechanical engineering, and now we're researching mechanical computer. Also, I forgot to do this right at the start, but you should do this right at the start, is train your units, because you want lots of army XP, so you can edit your divisions. And we're now 14% fascist. Also, another thing is I went up to limited conscription, and once we get another 25 political power, we are going to open up the political discourse. Alright, I can't believe I'm saying the word alright a lot. I made that mistake in the last episode, and I'm once again doing it. But, I guess I'll come back to you when I have, after I stared at the clock tick down for a little bit more. Okay. I'll be right back. So, at this point in time, you might be thinking, well, nothing interesting has happened. Why have you brought me back into the YouTube Aetherlands? Well, actually, something very important just happened, and if you time it right, Armament Effort 3 should be finishing at the exact time this very, very special thing happens. Now, what is that very, very special thing? That very, very special thing is that we are at 40% party popularity for fascist. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, wait a second, Patchy. Why is 40% so important? You need 50% to, hold the national referendum. Well, here's why 40% is so important. You know what, actually, you know what, first, let's do our militarism. Now, the reason that 40% is so important is because at this point in time, you have not expanded civil support and you have not discredited the government. The reason we have not expanded civil support is because losing stability is bad. Losing stability means less political power gain, less factory output, and those two things are very, very good. You want lots of political power and lots of factory output. However, discredit the government only decreases stability by 1%, so it's not too big of a hit. It's not minus 3% weekly. And also another thing is that if you notice, it will change the party popularity of the government by minus 10%. Now, one thing is that for the first 20% that you are increasing the popularity of your party, it increases by 10% per demagogue. And then your nationalism focus as well. And then 5% for the next 10% to 30%, and then 0.03% for the next 10% to 40%, and then to 50% it's 0.02. So the most efficient way to use your discredited government, especially in the case of Albania, where there's only one party other than the fascist party that you're boosting, so the discredited government will go entirely to your party, is that you want to wait until you've gotten to 40% and you're going down to the lower level of party popularity boosting. Now, the game is a little bit, buggy, so for, like, a few days after you go to the next percentage, it still increases at the same daily rate. So, we can, let the game unpause for a few days. Actually, no, I'm going to assign my military factory to guns. But if we go over here, so we're going to watch this, so... Alright, so now we've let the 1 day pass, the tick go by, and it's updated, so now we're at 0.02 increase, so an overall change of 0.05. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and also, if you notice, we've been banking lots of political power. We're going to go and discredit the government. If we... Is it just 1 hour that we have to let pass? No, we have to let, I think, a day pass. Alright, so we've let, I think, a day pass, and now what we can do is we can hold the national referendum. Nice. And we still have 51% stability, so we're still getting no penalty to political power gain, and no penalty to factory output, and no penalty to consumer goods factories. Alright, so we still have 111 political power left. You might be thinking, well, what are we going to do with this political power? What are we going to do, Patchy? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Germany, and we're going to be like, oh, well, you still can't join their faction. Well, if you notice, it's exactly even. Because of world tension, because we're at 5%, because we're on historical, as per the rules of the game. So what we can do is we can go and we can improve relation for 1 day. Because improved relation eats up your political power, and you don't want it to be doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to let 1 day tick by. Now if you notice, we can join their faction. So we're going to, actually no, we're going to join the faction first, and then we're going to stop improving relations. So we're not wasting political power. Now, we are fascist, so what we can also do is we can justify on Yugoslavia. Now you might be asking, wait a second, but aren't you supposed to be able to justify on 2 nations before the Allies start guaranteeing your independence? Well, by the time that you go fascist as Albania, it's May 1937 if you're doing it at the same speed as May. And because, and you might be thinking on the surface, well, you can do it. You're still below 25% world tension, which is the tension that the Allies need to guarantee you. Well, Japan is going to soon do the Marco Polo Bridge incident. That causes world tension. Germany is going to do the Anschluss in about half a year. That also will increase world tension. So, by the time you finish justifying on Yugoslavia and Greece, they're both being guaranteed by the Allies, and you're screwed. So we're only going to guarantee on Yugoslavia, which helps, because we've been building forts here. Well, we have been, now we can't, because of our decrease in stability, we only have 0. We have both of our factories on consumer goods, which is a wee bit frustrating, but it'll be okay. Because we do have a few nice advisors. We have a popular figurehead, which gives stability, and a Prince of Terror, which gives non-core manpower, which is going to be useful because we have almost no manpower. Alright, so while I was gone, I finished armament effort, I finished researching basic machine, or mechanical computing, and engineer companies, so I researched basic machine tools, concentrated industry, construction 1, and now we're doing construction 2 and concentrated industry 2. Our next plan for use of political power is to go over to war economy, because we're fascists now, and we also stopped training our army at 30 army experience because we're going to now make our division. is going to be 10 combat with Engineer Recon Company Division. Nice? Alright, cool. And we're going to train as many as we can. So we're going to take this guy and we can now assign him a general. Yeah, politically correct, that's not so good. But also another thing is, if you notice on our field marshal, I gave him a defensive doctrine and charismatic, because those are two good traits for a defensive field marshal. Pop him onto the border with Yugoslavia, and now we can continue. We had justified on Greece, it would have been at 25, and Yugoslavia would have been guaranteed. So it's pretty good how this worked out, don't you think? Alright, so we now have another 150 political power. We have a few options. We could get the Pipelet Figurehead, or we could go Prince of Terror. I mean, I'm gonna go Prince of Terror simply because we're just about to go to war, and it would be nice if we, you know, if we conquer some territory to get a little bit of manpower out of it. So I'm going to get the Prince of Terror, but you could get the Pipelet Figurehead either way. Honestly, it really doesn't matter. Even if you wanted to, you could probably go Extensive Conscription, and the whole premise of this wouldn't change so much. But I'm going to get the Prince of Terror, and we're going to sit back and wait for this to finish. I'm also going to deploy this guy, and I'm just going to assign him to this guy, but give this guy a fallback line so he can be like a support division that can just pop in whenever we need him, anywhere in the front line. So that is the plan. Now we're just gonna sit here and we are going to wait. Also, another thing, while y'all were gone, I also did paramilitarism, and that's how I got into ideological fanaticism. I researched support weapons. I think we finished these two while you guys were gone. I researched the radio, and I'm currently researching computing machine. So now I'm going to research, you can research any one of these, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get improved infantry equipment though. So we're just going to wait for this to finish. We're going to sit here. We're going to, hopefully not die. Yeah. Alright, cool. We got ideological fanaticism. Yeah, we can try and get that. Alright, so we'll declare the war. Call allies. Technology sharing so that we can get that. And, cue the time lapse of the war. Okay, so... Oh, damn it. Technology sharing didn't finish. Well, that's okay. So we got out of the war alive! And we got Macedonia, which is amazing. Because now we have all of these sweet, 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 sweet resources. Okay, so... what we're gonna do is we're not gonna do construction effort, sadly, because we didn't get technology sharing. We still got these divisions, so I guess we'll just put them on that border. Pretty nice. And, let's make ourselves a quick little cavalry division, because cavalry divisions are the best at suppression. There we go. And we'll just go up to here, occupy territories, and switch us over to cavalry. Look, it's 0.5 now. Now it's 0.46. Less manpower needed. Alright, so we'll just let that all play out for a little bit. Okay. What are you doing? Good. So now everything is good and nice and tidy. So we did get a little bit of stuff out of the war. I would have liked to have also gotten Montenegro, but I think I'll settle with Macedonia. It has, what is it called? I think it overall has a few more resources, and it's got more manpower, and, well, they both have a civilian factory, so it really doesn't matter so much. But all's well that ends well. Destroy these forts, and let's build some military factories instead. And now you can sort of just sit back and relax. And what is it called? In one of my test games that I recorded, but I decided, I don't want to use this. I, at this point in time, declared war on Greece. But what happened was that Germany and Italy weren't really prepared for a war with Greece. And let's just say that Italy may or may not have put any divisions on these mountains here, and Rome was taken in about a few months, and it wasn't fun. So I would just sit back and relax and wait for World War II to start, and then declare war on Greece, or even Bulgaria too. You can declare war on Bulgaria by all means. I don't care. The only thing with Greece is that you can then get some steel from Greece, which is pretty nice. But, you know, can't win them all. But also, now that you have all this chromium, which you have absolutely no use for, once you get enough political power, you can go into free trade, and then you'll get a bunch of civilian factories from the trade, which is pretty nice. So you're just gonna now sit back, relax, go through your construction effort, get some research slots, get some civilian factories. Maybe if you're not using too much on manpower, you can always, what is it called? Build some more divisions, but you might be using a lot on garrisons. So I would recommend training up your divisions a little bit and researching, after one of these is done, military police to pop into your cavalry divisions so that they are the most effective. And now I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and wait for the world to start to burn. At this point in time, I would like to talk about one thing before I start, you know, clicking on any buttons. I have done a little bit more research. You can go and look at your military high command and you see, oh, there's an artillery expert, why don't we get some artillery, it'd be great. And I do agree with you, artillery would be nice, but you are Albania, and you have a really small manpower pool, so you could go superior firepower. I always recommend superior firepower. Whenever I play a minor nation that's not too minor like Albania, I always go superior firepower. Actually, I pretty much always go superior firepower. But I think today, for this one time only, I might go mass assault and then go mass mobilization to get, there it is, human wave offensive for the manpower, which is pretty nice. And also lots of recovery rate, I like that. Oof, I like that recovery rate. So yeah, we're gonna go mass assault. And one thing that you could do is, if you have, you know, the spare resources and stuff, which you probably won't because we have no tungsten, you can work on artillery. I mean, not that you necessarily have the capability of doing that, but I mean, if you wanted to, you could. And, so yeah. Also, another thing is once we have finished military police, which I'll just stick around with you guys and do it for the last 13 days of this, we will put military police into our cavalry divisions. Also, I've been training up our, divisions so that we can put that military police into the cavalry division that we have right here. Should be popping up any time now. Yep, there she blows. Go in here. Pop in the military police. There we go. So now we can see, when I last looked back, we needed 1.07 divisions. Now we only need 0.82. So look at all that manpower. I can't believe I'm saying that 23,000 manpower is a lot of manpower, but this is the world that we're living in. So actually, now that I think about it, maybe we will get some artillery, because artillery uses less manpower than regular infantry divisions. So you know what? I think that we could let's research ourselves some artillery. If we go to our stockpile, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we already have 12 artillery pieces. So we could put that into our division shortly. I just want to put another cavalry, I think, into our cavalry. Actually, you know what? It probably doesn't matter. I think it's okay if we just leave it at 8 combat with. There we go. All of our divisions are nice and regular. We finished infrastructure efforts, and I'm going to go for infrastructure effort 2, and I will come back to you when something interesting has happened. And the Sudetenland, I guess, sort of counts as being interesting, but that's already happened. So yeah. Okay, so I accidentally clicked off it, but Italy did the focus for the Albanian occupation. So you might be wondering, wait a second, how are you still alive? Well, the reason is because even if you're in just a faction with Italy and you get the Albanian occupation, they're still going to attack you. But if you're in the Axis, meaning you're also with Germany, what's going to happen is Italy's going to be scared of you and Germany combined, so they're not going to take, the occupation, so you're going to be perfectly fine in the long run. So yeah, that's all I just wanted to say there. I got the popular figurehead and the artillery specialist, and I'm currently training up my troops so that I can pop support artillery in there. I have researched artillery, now I'm researching interwar artillery for the bonus. We're now researching weapons 2, and we're currently researching concentrated industry 3. Yes, it has finally begun. The war, well, actually not the war to end all wars, that's the First World War. The Second World War has begun, and we're going to join. Because now, if you look here, it's only 35 days to justify them, because we're technically at war with the United Kingdom and France. So, yeah. But before we declare war on Greece, we're first going to get all of these divisions. I popped in support artillery, we now have an artillery expert, and I'm just going to go up to extended conscription. Who do you want me to join against? I'm already in that war, but okay. Whatever. Oh, I was inviting you to the war. Alright, so we're just going to sit back and relax and wait a little bit. See how this all pans out. You know what, we can justify on Greece, I guess. Sure, why not? Unless, actually, no, let's see. Is Italy close to even? Nah. We'll justify on Greece. Let's see how this goes. Then, okay, let's declare this war and try not to die. Italy, Romania and the Netherlands. Can't be that bad. Were we entrenched? Yeah, we're entrenched. Okay. Don't die, guys. Please don't die. Are we dying? Looks like we're dying. I'd have to pop that guy. And now we're leaving our flank open, but not much I can do about that. I have to get you in there. Go, railroad. Scheiße. Where are you going? Looks like... Yeah, this is very... You guys retreat back there. Alright. Please stabilize. Please, please stabilize. Please. Try on top? I don't know. Alright, so we're winning there. We've lost a little bit of ground, but I think it'll be okay. It seems that we are holding now. Oh, Lend-Lease, I'll take that. It's pretty nice. Does not appear that we're going to be able to push here. Oh, Vichy France, I'll take that too. Take all your Lend-Leases. Oh, it looks like Romania's invading. We'll be okay though, we'll take him out. Yeah, the Allies are gonna flood into Greece now, but, you know, Germany will always come. That's what they're for, right? To just come and mop up all the problems that the Axis cause. I don't know. Let's see, we're in 1940, what do we want to do? Army defensive, nice. Take that. We'll take that. Let's see. It's not like we are in a position to push against Greece. We've been pushed back 2 tiles, but we can hold it. I'm sure of that. It appears that the Italians and the Germans are putting troops down here, and once they have enough troops down here, what we'll do is we'll invade. Well, I mean, we will launch an assault when they launch an assault. Okay, doctrine effort, that's nice. Let's get doctrine effort 2. Just pop a front line down to Athens. You know, that always works. Just one little plopper thing. How are we getting army XP? I guess they must be doing little attacks on us. Oh. Okay, we just need a few more and then we can make a garrison division. Yep. And hopefully we'll be able to push through Romania soon. If Hungary joins, we'll be good. Is Hungary about to join the Axis? Let's see. Yeah, Hungary's gonna join soon. They're doing joint aluminium mining, and then they'll join the Axis. So that'll be nice. And I'd say that probably once the war with Greece is wrapped up, this will be a wrap on this episode. I tried to make this episode a little bit shorter, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to make a little cut here, and I'll come back once the invasion of Greece begins. Okay, so at this point in time, I've been sitting here for almost 10 minutes, and absolutely nothing has happened except for the fact that Hungary ate all of Romania, and the Soviet Union is now trying to take this Arabia, so yay, that's fun. But, so I decided, you know what, I'm suffering attrition. Maybe I just need to, you know, like, pull back. So now, the Axis is just doing this. So that's fun. One thing that I was thinking maybe I could do is I could take all of my troops, I could just put them on one itsy bitsy front line here and just make a spearhead for Thessaloniki, and put everyone here and then say go. See if that works. One of the problems is you don't have aerial superiority here. Oh, now we got military police, that's nice. I've done just, you know, a little bit more research and stuff. Maybe we'll get nukes. I mean, that's always fun. Everyone loves nukes, right? I love nukes. But, yeah. I've just been, you know, going down this side of the focus tree now, because, well, it's the generic focus tree and you run out of things fast. You could research strategic bombers and get nukes, and that could be fun. So maybe we'll do that. Let's get some nukes, sure. Let's H to railroad. Maybe if we get enough troops in here, we'll be able to take Thessaloniki. I don't know. Let's get this, why not? Oh, also another thing is I got enough experience to make 2 divisions that are purely for defense. So there's that. Let's get these guys and have them help out too. Go, 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 go. Take Thessaloniki. You're breaking? Good, good. And yeah, you're no longer breaking. Maybe if we go over there and pin these guys, then nobody else will come and we'll be able to break them. Alright, we got defense in depth. Let's go mass mobilization. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. So something has now happened, guys. Something has happened. Everyone railroad. Go, 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 go. Don't lose that pocket. Good. Very good. Alright, now take this Thessaloniki and encircle all of these divisions. And then I'll be happy with you guys. I can't believe I didn't think of that until now. You attack. Good, good. Let's see. And we do not have aerial superiority. Alright, everyone, halt. 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 Oh, was I just hitting H to try and railroad? B is to railroad, guys, not H. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's get nuclear effort. Are we gonna lose this? Seriously, guys. Go, 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 go. Railroad. Don't let them lose that. Damn it. Wanted that. Alright, this war is very difficult. We've gone back to what the front lines were at the start of the war at this point in time. We're probably going to be at war with the USSR soon anyways. So, I mean, like, Albania is really difficult. You're going to eventually win simply because... Actually, wow, that would be nice. But maybe we should use that on one of these. Yeah, let's use it on this instead. But you're eventually going to break simply because, well, the Axis is so much, well, stronger than probably what they can put down here. Unless, you know, the US joins the war. And, well, that's just fun, isn't it? So... yeah. I might see what I can do, but if I can't break them, I might just end this guide here because simply because I really don't want to stare at the screen for super long, only to realize that it's Albania. But I did expand the nation and I increased the population by a large amount because we're slowly building compliance. Eventually, in like 2 years, this could become a core state after you do the collaborative government. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here, guys. If you do want me to suffer more and do part 2 of this video, let's get... How many likes do I want to get? Honestly, I have no idea. I've killed already 27,000 Albanians in this war. And how many have I've killed 90,000 British? What the? 9,000 French? How many Australians have I killed? I've killed 4,000. I've killed 53,000 Australians. Alright, so we're doing pretty good in this war, actually, now that I look at it. Ooh, the Italians have really... What is going on? Are you guys like... Wait, so you're saying that you put all your divisions down here? Honestly, I don't know. It's Italy. I don't know if I want to ask any questions. But the Soviet Union's justifying soon, so, you know, that'll end great. But anyways, that's it for today, guys. I'll be back to you if we get... I don't know, let's see. If we get 10 likes on this video, you know what? Yeah, 10 likes. If we get 10 likes on this video, I will do part 2 of Albania suffering. Patchy suffering is Albania. I'll do part 2 Electric Boogaloo. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And have a great day, everyone. Peace. Patchy Monger out.